everybody, and welcome back to the Unbothered Podcast, where we like to chat about the challenge. And we are here to recap some more of season 39. We know it's been a while, the holidays, boring episodes, with the exception of Cara Maria and CT coming in as the mercenaries. But we decided this episode was so explosive, only took them 16 to get to this point, that we wanted to talk about it. And so we are here, myself, Tia, Frankie, and Caitlin, all four of us, talk about this latest episode and figure out who's Team Olivia and who's Team Nerys and who's Team Chaos. The episode title is Family Knows Best. Thank you, Caitlin, because I usually forget to write it down. So
I wasn't even really sure what that meant.
Family Knows Best.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Because Nerys's brother told her about Olivia.
Oh, I didn't even make that connection.
They actually thought outside the box for this one.
Yeah.
Normally it's very unoriginal and a mouthful. So
yeah,
kudos.
okay,
Took you 16 episodes to get there.
You know what?
Person on production.
What was that?
Horacio's bald.
Okay, wait, I missed all of that. What?
Isn't that what you were thinking?
No.
What? I thought you were talking about that picture.
That just shows you got a dirty mind, young lady.
Look who I'm talking to.
I looked at that picture an inordinate amount of time.
See?
I'm not gonna lie.
Not just me. I like Nerys's response of, hey, that's all mine. You go, girl. I love their love. Guys, I just have to say.
I can't. I know, same.
It's
I just
so,
think they're so cute together. Cute. And I think her deal, she just needed all girls go for bad guys. Let's blah, blah, blah. She needed a good man who's good to her.
And took it slow.
It's
such a, they're a good balance because she is very feisty and very fiery and just, no, I'm not going to sit back for this. And he's more well, let's think about it. Let's talk it out. And that's a really good balance. And they're so cute together.
Agree.
And he's so open about his feelings about her. It's so cute.
He told her he loved her.
I know. I love when he said he's I tell her I love her every day. I'm in love with her. And I'm oh, this is so cute. I love this. It's like reading a challenge romance novel, but without all the smut.
Annoyingly good looking.
I know. They're so fucking beautiful together.
So beautiful.
I'm jealous, but I'm happy for them.
Me too.
Okay, so we start off this episode. We have 13 contenders left. The prize pot is still about $356K. At the end of the episode prior to that, we saw Kyland, Horacio, and Zara basically go into a type of exile elimination challenge, similar to almost like Fresh Meat. I think they did it on maybe another season too, where they basically take them away and they go through a type of obstacle course. It says, showing the recap, Kyland and Horacio obviously won because the first two people to cross get to stay. Unfortunately for Zara, we had to say goodbye.
That was sad.
You, Zaza.
I love her.
I do too. See the videos of her and Raven working out together. I'm oh, look at that friendship. I love it. We see Olivia saying she feels used by Ed like a pawn in the game. She knows Michelle is doing that for Jay and Mariah, and that we're here for the girls, so something needs to change. And they're all just kind of talking and waiting to see who's going to come back from the elimination exile. And they see Kyland, and Kyland is alone. And now Kyland and Horacio plan this out. Kyland is a great actor.
Yes, he is.
He really had them going. I mean, they are sobbing. Olivia is having a fucking panic attack, saying how, oh my God, Horacio saved me. Because when they were choosing who was going to go into this elimination in the previous episode, Horacio said to Nerys, because she had the last pick, don't save me, save one of the girls. And obviously she's going to save Olivia because she came into the game with Olivia being her number one and they were besties and all this stuff. So Olivia's like really emotional. She's like, he actually did have my back. I can't believe I ever doubted him. Like, I feel so guilty. Like, I can't believe I did this. Blah, blah, blah. Nerys is obviously upset because that's her man. You know, she's like, I didn't even get to kiss him goodbye.
Here's my thing with this, though. I like Olivia. I have liked her since Love is Blind, even though I know a lot of people didn't like her on that. I think she was fake or whatever. The crying and everything seemed to me more about just me. Look at me. I'm so sad. Instead of, am I wrong? Is that not how
I
it
think
came
it's
off?
both.
I think she was a little bit upset, but I think she just took it like
Yeah.
dramatic.
I mean, I think they all do. They're on TV.
Well, that's true. I don't know. I thought she was overdoing it.
But I'm like, this girl, like, legit, like, her eyes are red. Like, she is like, oh my God, I'm a bitch. And then Kylan in his confessional is like, I think we let this
I
go
let
too
this go
long.
too far.
Oh, geez. And apparently Horacio waited like a half an hour.
Right? It's actually pretty fun, though.
Yeah. Where at the point he was like, I am still a contender, right? Like, did I wait too long? Am I out now? Because everybody thinks that I'm actually out. Um, so he finally shows back up, and then obviously everybody's like, "Ah, God," except for the guys. I'm sure the guys were all
They
like,
weren't happy about it.
fuck. Which, I mean, unless you're Nerys as a woman, I would also be like, fuck. I don't want Horacio back either, because it's a one person takes all kind of game. So man or woman, it doesn't really matter. So Horacio comes back. Nerys tells him everyone was happy he was not coming back, and she tells him that in Spanish because she's slick, right in the ear. But it's okay. The producers were there to subtitle it for those of us who do not speak Espanol, like myself. But you know what? You know what? I would do the same thing. If I spoke another language than the majority of their house, I'd be slipping in little comments to the other person in our language.
Frankie, do you speak Spanish?
No.
We've been over this.
I thought we had. I wasn't sure.
Remember we got Horacio on the podcast? I pretended to speak Spanish just to get his attention.
Okay. Yes.
We need to do it again.
I'm gonna have to cut that part out because someone's gonna send him and be like, they faked it till they made it. This is the definition: fake it till you make it.
And I'm no different than everyone on the challenge. They'll understand, I'm sure.
Yeah, like, you know what? Good for you. Good for you. You gotta think outside the box. Get what you want sometimes. And then we see, so then after Horacio and Nerys embrace, he goes to comfort Olivia, tells her Nerys made the right choice. He loves her so much, you know, as her friend, and he has her back. Oh God. It's painful to relive this after we see what happens at the end of this episode.
Yeah.
Jay is mad that Horacio and Kylan are back, and now he has to take matters into his own hands.
Jay is a bitch. Let's just be real.
We just need to shave his hair, give him a cat, and he'll be Dr. Evil.
See, I remember we used to love him so
I used to
much.
love
And then
him.
that whole thing that went down, I think it was with Rogan, right? Where he messed up his
Yeah.
whatever. I remember
still
we were like,
love
oh my
Jay,
God,
but
fuck
not this
you.
season.
But now, yeah, he just, now he's
This-
just so hard to watch.
This season, he's a little bit, I feel like, and I feel the same way about Michelle. It feels like they're really trying to be like the big dogs that we're used to seeing on the show, but they're just not experienced enough.
Right.
And it
Totally agree.
shows. And most of these people are fucking idiots to go along with it anyway. So, like, what does that tell you?
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I mean, I love Jay on Survivor, and I liked him until this season. This season, it's like, I don't know. He's insufferable.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh, he did cut his hair though.
He did.
In real
It's
life.
true.
He looks much better with the short hair. I'm
I
sorry,
actually
sir, you're in
I
your
actually
30s.
unfollowed him. I need a break.
Not the unfollow.
I did
Oh
unfollow.
my God.
I did not unfollow Olivia though. I kept her. We'll see.
Did you see that people were
She's
mad?
redeemed herself though.
People were mad at a T page for not unfollowing Olivia, and I'm like, first of all, it's a T page.
I know
If they
Gamer's on her side too.
if they
Gamer's on her side.
unfollowed everybody that had a scandal, like we would get no tea.
Right? Exactly.
Hello. And like, let's be real. And I know we're gonna get into obviously everything she did. These people act like she took, like, I don't agree with what she did at all. Like, and I certainly would like to think I would have never done that. And I would be pissed like Nerys if somebody did that to me. But they act like she took a fucking lamb to slaughter and bathed in its blood under the moonlight at a vegetarian conference. Like, God, worse things have happened. Bigger betrayals have happened. The island, Paula, Exhibit A, being
True.
left off the boat in
Bananas
favor
and
of
Sarah.
Evelyn.
I think people would not have been so upset if they didn't dislike Jay and Michelle so much this season.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, because she favored for them instead of her actual real life friends.
like a dummy.
It just was it's a boneheaded move.
I agree. And obviously we're gonna get definitely way more into it. So, you know, after Horacio is back and everything, Jay's all pissy, and Kylan confronts Berna for some comment she made that she isn't close to them. I'm over Berna.
That
If
was
I don't
weird.
see
She
her,
was mad about everything, and she did explain that she's, upset about her mom. So I could see, emotions, but I don't know. She does that every episode.
yeah.
What happened with the mom? Also, who's Berna?
Oh yeah, you didn't watch the episode, did you?
Who's Berna?
Bertha?
The weirdo.
Oh, Bertha. Okay.
The weirdo.
I know who we're talking about now.
No, I guess her mom is just like not, I don't know, not a good person or something. I don't know. She didn't really go into too many details, but she was just having a heart to heart with Emmanuel.
Oh yeah, that's the next section. Berna and Emmanuel have a personal conversation. Said she's had dark conversations about her mom. She can't mention because she doesn't want to hurt her mom. So essentially, she had an unhealthy relationship with her mother. And, they like to throw in little personal tidbits randomly in these episodes, which don't make any sense. Then Emmanuel starts talking about how much he loves and misses his mom. Oh, I'm sorry, it's such a difficult relationship. I love my mom.
I actually laughed at that. It was pretty funny.
I'm gonna go FaceTime her now.
Yeah, literally.
Which he did. His mom was so cute. I can't stand him, but his mom was so cute.
Yeah, he has a really nice, beautiful relationship with his family. And, I'm always happy when people can have that because not everybody does, unfortunately. Everybody's got supportive, sane parents. So now we're on the 16th daily. I can't believe we're 16 episodes into this bitch.
Right.
Today's challenge is called End of the Line. Whoever falls off the line the slowest is the loser and automatically goes home. In a very,
you know what? All of us having to watch this elimination, we are all losers because it was terrible.
I was like, I'm watching it and I was like, they literally just have to slide down a line.
Yeah, that's it.
So in a very anticlimactic conclusion, unfortunately, we say goodbye to Ed. I would be so upset as Ed, like, wow, all that I've managed to accomplish this season, and this is how I fucking go home.
They cheated. There is no way. If you go back and watch it, did y'all go back and watch it?
I only saw it the first time.
Jay did not beat Horacio. He did.
Yeah, you saw the little piece of rope underneath it. I saw it.
Yeah.
That, like,
production did
piece,
that.
actually.
Oh yeah.
Conspiracy theory. Production did it that way because they wanted the drama.
See it. Like, why are you?
They always do that shit when we can clearly see that shit is not the way it should be.
Yeah.
What line?
So aggravating.
Like, I am blind in my left eye. And matter of fact, I'm 70% blind in my right eye too. I don't see shit. That's how production is when they get called out. We're blind. We don't even edit? What's the challenge?
I was kind of sad Ed went home. I like Ed.
I am too. I like Ed
too.
He's on the wrong side of things, but that's okay. I still like him.
Yeah, I still think he's a golden retriever.
Yeah,
I never want to see him again.
Why?
You look like, first of all, you look like an emo ghost in the corner over there. Like, I don't ever want to see him again.
I don't ever want to see him.
Why? What's wrong with Ed? I love Ed.
He's good to look at, though.
I think he's hysterical, and he makes me laugh because
Every time he talks, he's so aggro. He's like, "Hey, everybody!" He's
Hey,
like a wrestler.
it's me, Ed. I'm
Yeah,
from Conshohocken, Pennsylvania.
I love it.
I love him.
Frankie, why
Ugh.
don't you like Ed?
I don't know. I just don't like him.
He's so
There's
sweet
just like
in
some
person
people you
too.
just don't like.
Well, you're wrong. So
Whatever. No Ed
emo
slander here.
ghost.
Anyway, so Jay somehow manages to win over Horacio by like a few seconds, which, as we just said, there's a lot of question as to whether or not that's accurate. He wins $15,000 worth of Under Armour gear, which I think is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was like a throwback to when they would give you like a year's supply of Burger King or something.
Yes.
I love that.
But at least the Under Armour gear you could actually use.
Sure.
And like if you can't use it, you could give it away to somebody who could. Or like you could like sell it or gift it to somebody who could use it, sell it like Caitlin said. Shit, unless they put your name on everything.
Give it to a as a donation to
Well, even if they put his name on it, I know there'd be challenge fans that would want to buy it.
Yeah.
Oh,
or maybe maybe it's just
profit.
like a gift card. Here's $15,000 gift card.
Right.
Go wild. I'd be like, I'm buying shoes, I'm buying sweats, I'm buying sweatshirts, I'll buy some sports bras. I would have a field day. Field day.
$15,000 worth of
yeah
stuff.
So unfortunately, like we said, Ed goes home because he took the he fell the fastest or the slowest or something, because there was 3 of them that fell: James, Corey, and Ed. All the big men.
Guys. Yeah.
Gravity was not their friend. So this is where things start to get hairy. Shit takes a real fucking turn in some of these friendships. Olivia, Jay, Michelle, and Nerys start discussing the vote order. Michelle is pissed off at Jay for saying he's going to save Emmanuel first.
As she should be.
As she should be. I would be pissed too. I'd be like, first of all, Mr. Smith, I am Mrs. Smith, okay? And Emmanuel is in a different fucking movie. I better be number 1. Nerys said that an ideal final would be them 4 plus Horacio and Kyland. Except in Jay's mind, he's like, absolutely not. I do not want to see Horacio nor Kyland in a final with myself. And I don't think Emmanuel would want to either.
But that's the crazy thing is, like, he's so laser focused on those 2, but you can count out James. Let's be real. You can't count out Emmanuel. You can't count out really Corey Lay, to be honest. Who else is left?
You really shouldn't count out Corey Lay.
Right. So it's not that those 2 could beat you. Let's be real too. Those 2 are going to probably beat everybody there in a final.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But just don't lie. You don't like them.
Oh no, it's absolutely. Yeah. I think he's a little jealous because Nerys is his friend, and Nerys would want to save Horacio over Jay now. And he already had to deal with that with Michelle when she was booed up with Callum at the beginning of the season. And so, like, sir, sex will always complicate things. Politicking always throws a wrench into pre-plans with friends. Because as soon as they start getting dick down or doing the dicking down,
look at Mariah.
Look at the fucking tunnel vision. Like, good Lord. I mean, she wants to protect a man. Well, I mean, I guess I'd want to take him to the final with me too, because I could probably outrun him. But
you're talking about James?
Yes.
Oh, I'd keep James around, no question.
Even if I wasn't getting digged down. Yeah. Like, you can come to the final. Especially if you're not working on any of your endurance. Yes, please. Yeah. Let's go to the final. So Jay said he's not going to be doing all of that with the Highland. Well, yeah, let's call him Highland.
Oh, Highland.
I like that. Okay. Combine their names. Remember we did that before on a previous season? What was it? Ride or Dies that we did that? We combined it. Maybe it was double agents. I don't know. It was one of those. Nerys gets upset. She said that, Jay is saving Mariah and James over her. So she's starting to question his loyalty. As she should. Berna is trying to convince Jay to send in Olivia with Kyland and Horacio because she thinks Nerys has no chance against them. Is that what she said? I'm reading Caitlin's notes.
Yeah.
Lose Nerys.
Yeah, it was Berna, right? Who said
Oh,
it?
I guess Berna was trying to
Yeah.
say if you said. First of all, what? Okay.
Yeah. It was Berna. She was saying that they should send in Olivia because Olivia can beat them and Nerys can't.
Is she
Yeah.
Yeah,
smoking
she did say
crack?
that.
Yeah, she said that. Yeah, she's she
Because
gotta be
Berna's
proved
weird.
wrong.
you think, all right, look, I love Olivia, and but I'm not stupid. When it would come to like endurance and stuff, I've seen Nerys compete. Nerys would outpace. Olivia doesn't have the endurance. She didn't even come close to the endurance that Horacio probably has on a bad day. The man's a fucking soccer player. All they do is run.
Totally agree. Yeah.
They spend 2 out of 3 hours of practice every day fucking running. Like that's all they do. And you think Olivia is going to be able to beat them?
Delusional.
I don't know what water she drinks, but I'm gonna need her to switch something else because it is just woo. She's just living in the land of delusion. I would like to visit sometime. Okay, I had to reread that. I was like, she's crazy. Michelle's going off on Jay about begging him not to put in her people, Nerys and Olivia, and that she shouldn't have to beg him to do that. You know, this is where you get to the point where this is what happens when everyone is in your fucking alliance.
You're going
You
to have to
have-
turn around and eat your own at some point.
You're going to have to start chopping people off. You can't have 11 out of the 13 people in the house in the same fucking alliance and not chop somebody off at the bottom. You know, this is when the smart people would have already started chopping themselves off and then allying with the other outsiders. So at least your numbers are even and you can try to chop the head off the snake. They always wait till it's till there's 2 versus 10. Frustrates me. This is why none of them are champions.
Exactly.
So
well, I guess we're not spoilers, but and the 2 main people aren't champions again. So
suckers. Jay said Olivia was never his number 1 and that he trusts Nerys over Olivia, which is true because, you know, they had that spin-off fucking alliance, Jay, Nerys, Michelle, and Asa of the Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four, yeah.
3 now. And then Jay starts, you know, gaslighting against Michelle. He said he has all these lists. He wants to choose the list that majority of his alliances is safe. Not one of Michelle's best friends. There's only 13 of you. You don't have a lot of fucking options. Actually, there's 12 now because Ed went home. And
Yeah,
3
exactly.
people have to go into exile. So you don't have a whole lot of options. Just worry about who the fuck you're going to save and the rest. Let the chips fall as they may. So Olivia and Michelle are now comforting Nerys because Nerys is just being stressed. She's just stressed out, you know. This is episode 16. They've probably been in this house at least 2 months at this point. So Nerys is just having one of those mental days where it's just like, this is just, I don't want to do this anymore. She
A
wants to
quick
go home.
pity party. Some people
Yeah,
just do that. You get,
It's
you know,
it's stressful. You know, it's not like
Sure.
they give you weed in the house and you gotta deal with all this paranoia and stuff. Like, how else are you supposed to relax? And she's
Yeah,
probably
that's
not getting dick down yet because Horacio takes things slow and doesn't want to do that type
he
of stuff on
only
camera.
recently just kissed her. So
Right. So
yeah.
she's probably super frustrated as it is. So she's just like, you know, Horacio. I keep combining their names every time I want to say Horacio. Highland Horacio.
I like that though. Both of them are funny.
Somebody put it on a t-shirt and send me royalties. That's all I ask. She said Horacio and Kylan have always had her back and kept her safe, and she wants to reciprocate that by keeping them safe by essentially going home. So she is basically saying, like, I would go home for them.
Right.
Olivia asked Michelle to not blindside her. Nerys is going off of Michelle, saying it's messed up that they want to put Mariah and James over her and Olivia. Olivia said she would be upset if Nerys does throw the towel in and that Nerys would be letting down not only Olivia, but Horacio too. Again, when we get to the end of the episode, we're like, what was the point of the speech?
No point.
Nope. Like, you got to figure it out. So, prior to voting, Michelle told Olivia she would be in the bottom 3. Michelle, Jay, and Mariah made a deal, and Jay said the only way You're going to be safe, essentially. You have to save Mariah. Michelle will save you. You save Mariah. Which is wild to me because Nerys is supposed to be your friend.
Right?
So why are you having Olivia save Mariah and not Nerys? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand where the fuck he thought Nerys was going to be saved down the line.
He didn't care. He knew it was going to work out to send Horacio and Kylan in, period. He didn't care. That's the thing.
And Olivia. So when we do finally get to the voting, Jay, obviously being safe, gets to save someone first. He picks Michelle. Michelle picks Olivia. And
Here's
then
the thing.
Olivia.
You know, we get all this drama because of the decision that Olivia made. But do you realize how much more drama we would have had she not picked who she picks?
If she would have saved Nerys instead of Mariah.
It would have been amazing.
It would have been. Oh my God. It would have been great.
Meltdown Jay would have had.
It had a meltdown. The fans would have went fucking wild.
It would have been so great.
It would have been great. It would have been fantastic. Olivia would have been applauded, lauded. Yeah. All the propping uppies. Like, I knew I loved you for a reason on your rookie season. Blah, 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 blah. You're the best. Yes, queen. Yes, queen. Yes, bitch. True friend. Ride or die. Season 2. Nerys and Olivia. Shit. Not anymore. Not anymore.
Yes.
For sure.
What'd you say, Frankie? Frankie, what'd you say to me?
He said, yes, queen.
That's enough to yes, queen.
Yes, queen. Yes, queen. Oh no, if you hear I don't know why my dog's barking. I apologize. She's apparently upset with Olivia too. Sookie, please stop. Thank you.
That's why I got up a second ago to shut my door. My dogs were in there like.
So Olivia saves Mariah like a fucking idiot, who of course in turn saves James, who turns around and saves Emmanuel, and he of course saves Berna, and she saves Colleen. And now Colleen has to choose between Kylan, Horacio, Nerys, and Corey. She picks Corey.
How that's gonna go, right?
Well, now I am curious what you guys may think. Who do you think would have been the bottom 3 had Olivia not lost her balls and saved Nerys like she should have instead of Mariah?
I know Colleen for sure would be one of them.
Colleen and Corey for sure.
Because obviously, if Olivia saved Nerys, Nerys is going to save Horacio. Horacio is going to save Kylan. Who would Kylan save? Out of Emmanuel, Berna, Colleen, James, Mariah, and Corey. Who would Kylan have saved?
That's a good question. We should ask him.
We should write that down.
Yeah.
Somebody write that down. If Olivia would have picked Nerys, who would have picked Horacio, who would have picked you, who would you have picked?
Maybe he would have picked one of them to where Mariah would have to choose between saving her boyfriend or her friend. Maybe they would have did that.
If they would have been real smart, they would have had Mariah and James as part of the bottom 3.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Emmanuel, Mariah, and James. And Emmanuel could have beat them and they could have gone home together. I'm evil.
That is an interesting question, though.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him.
I mean, honestly, at that point, I wouldn't care who he picked or who went in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just curious.
My three favorites would have been saved. So yeah. At that point, I'm like, whatever.
Now, of course, if Horacio would have won the daily, I think, well, it's very possible Jay would have found himself in the bottom 3.
Well, again, it goes back to who would, because Horacio would pick
Nerys,
and she would pick Kylan, so it would go back to who would
Kylan pick
out of all of those people,
or Nerys would have picked Olivia and told Olivia to pick Kylan, but then would Olivia have done that?
Yeah, but would Olivia have picked him? I mean, she just screwed.
I think she would have, because she wouldn't have wanted to piss off the people in power, which would have been Horacio and Nerys instead of Jay and Michelle. Oh, I love a good theory.
Wow, we should ask.
Yeah, we're definitely going to ask him. So then once it comes down to the fact that it's going to be Nerys, Horacio, and Kylan going into this next elimination exile, Jay gets super fucking butthurt because he's like, this wasn't supposed to happen. Nerys was supposed to have been saved. How? I still want
Right.
to know how. Because
He's
you
such
told
a liar.
Olivia to save Mariah. So who the fuck was going to save Nerys?
Yep. Again, he doesn't care. He didn't
Like, he put
care.
on a show. And
I just roll my eyes. I
same.
can't stand Jay.
You know, I'm not a huge fan of him this season, like I said.
Not this season.
Said he had a plan to save Nerys, that Berna was supposed to pick Corey, and Corey was supposed to pick Nerys. Nerys said she was gonna pop Berna in the face. She was getting pissed. She was up there pissed. Jay is crying, blah blah blah.
Whatever.
And of course Nerys is saying to Olivia, like, girl, what the fuck? And she's like, no, like, I mean, you can tell immediately she regrets being a coward.
Well, okay, so
I think she regrets it immediately.
Kylan had the best thing of the whole episode when he said, you know, were you doing this? I don't remember what he said. I've had some wine. He said something like, you know, did you do it on purpose to her, or are you just stupid? Basically what he said.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
Yeah,
you
because
know,
it's one of the two things. You either did it on purpose or you're stupid. So, what is
Yep.
it?
Well,
stupid.
there was speculation that like after TJ called her out, she said, "Can I just change my vote?" And he said no, because she did confirm that. And then she also confirmed that her and Jay had a plan, and he's told her that Nerys would be saved. So that's why she did it. That's what she confirmed when I commented on her thing.
So she confirmed that Jay is just a straight up liar.
Yeah, because they told her that Nerys would be saved. So I guess that was the plan, that Corey was supposed to save her,
that just
and Colleen's supposed to be on the bottom.
In this situation, she was stupid because she was a
Trusted him.
pawn in somebody else's game, and she put her trust in people who were considering throwing her in.
Well, who are known to not be truthful.
They can't even get along at the top right now. Jane and Michelle
Right?
are fucking bickering, and you think they're gonna have your no.
It's ridiculous.
So
yeah.
stupid.
She
So
has no
stupid.
backbone.
Yeah. Nerys tells Olivia what Nerys's brother told her at the beginning of the season. And she was like, you know, I didn't bring it up. Go ahead, Tia.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I am super petty, and if she came to me and said, "Hey, can we talk?" I would be like, "No, fuck you. We're not talking."
I'd be like, time for talking is done.
Time for talking's done. We're not talking. I wouldn't have even gone out and sat with her. I wouldn't have even been around her enough to tell her what her brother said. Like,
Yeah,
no.
I don't know how she had. Maybe she was in shock still, because I'm like, I don't know how she had enough composure to actually sit down and have a conversation with Olivia
so much because
and
in
not
the past, she
pop
her
in the
her
face.
ass.
Yeah. Because I would have cussed her out. I would have thrown a fucking plastic cup at her face. I'd have been like, let me find a golf ball, bitch. Like,
pre Horacio, she probably would have.
She might have, you know, and she's done a lot of work on herself. And look, we can't.
She has. I know.
Can't
I
hit
love
people
her.
when they make us mad, even though we want to.
So we have a little bit of a. Caitlin does not like her.
I don't like Nerys.
I love her. I
watched her on. I watched her on the X on the Beach, and I think she was on X on the Beach. I think, right? Because Farrah kicked her in the cooch, and then I watched. I watched her on either one. I don't know. I just didn't like her. I was giving her a chance to like her, but this season
you don't even like her on like these episodes.
Well, I understand where she's coming from. I do give her props, but I'm just not a fan of her. Like how
just
she
in
is.
General.
She's an amazing competitor, and I know she could beat Olivia in a final because she's like better than Olivia. But like as a person, I just don't like her. Like how she is as a person.
Are you still an Olivia fan after this episode?
I'm disappointed, but I still do like Olivia. But I'm not gonna go hard for her. Like
that's what I said. I'm
more
disappointed.
I'm very disappointed. And from what I've seen her say, what limited things she has said on social media, she admits it was a really bad decision. It was a wrong choice. She should have never done it. I mean, she basically ruined two real life friendships. Even
Well,
if
I feel
Horacio is friendly with her again,
yeah, I was
it's
gonna
never
say
going to be the
he's
same.
friendly. Right.
You know,
Well,
he just got back from his filming his show, so he's watching and processing all of this.
right.
And
And I
so
wonder if she's reached out to Nerys at all. Do we know?
she's probably too damn
I don't
scared
think so.
too.
Yeah, it's true.
I'd be too scared too.
I know she did say her and Horacio talked. She did comment that on her little
But only
podcast
once.
thing.
I knew they
Yeah.
had one
They
time.
talked
According to
once.
him,
Yeah.
he has not heard from her since that initial conversation.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So,
I'm
and
gonna be
unfortunately, he's not
honest.
the reunion.
I like Olivia and I liked her, like I said, on Love is Blind and everything. Not Love is Blind, on Love Island. But I do think she comes across as kind of fake, and I don't know that she really cares that she's hurt people. Does that sound bad?
She might
Does she?
disassociate some.
Because she kind of did that with Corey on Love Island.
She did it with Nelson.
She did it with Nelson. Yeah. I
I've
don't
seen
know.
stuff say that
Hey.
she's jealous because, you know, she had feelings for Horacio and he never really reciprocated them towards her. So like when he got with her other friend,
I never got that vibe though.
I never fully
Did
did either,
she?
unless she's just one of those. There are sometimes females who, even if they don't want to date their male friends, they don't
Yeah.
want their female, especially their pretty female friends, dating
Yeah.
their guy friends because they want to be number one. Which I'm like,
Yeah.
have you seen Horacio? Girl, you can't stop anything. You cannot stop those trains. Like they want to come into his station. Okay.
I do think personality wise, she did even come into the season though a little bit different. And I don't know
Yeah.
if it's because she got smashed in the face, in the last one. That I mean, you might come in with some anxiety about doing challenges and that might weigh on her.
Mhm.
I don't know. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt on this, but I still don't like her this episode.
Yeah.
Boo, boo, Olivia.
We know how you feel, Frankie.
Team
Recap.
So basically at the exile, Nerys kicks ass.
Yes, she does.
And she ends up winning. I know some people are like, oh, Horacio, we don't think he may not have gone as hard as if he would have gone against Jay, just like Casey would not go as hard against Nani as she would against somebody else. But it's also not like he just stood there. I mean, Nerys she really earned that. She really worked for that. She did really well. She like ran through those puzzles like no tomorrow. And
I think he
unfortunately,
said on the Challenge Mania podcast, I think it was
Mhm.
that one, or it might have
it
been
was the
just the
official
challenge
one, I think.
Yeah, the official one. He did say, but he didn't let her win, but he knew she was going to win. So then at that point, he didn't.
He's like, I'm not gonna put,
What
yeah,
was the point? He knew she was going to win. So
Right.
don't take that away from her. The girl kicked ass.
Oh, she absolutely kicked ass. Plus,
Yeah.
I think, on just a psychological human level, I think if you're competing like that against somebody you really care about,
Mm.
unless, not everybody's like this, but I think if you're somebody who is kind of like Horacio, where you're not a selfish person, part of you is going to kind of be like, I kind of want this for them.
Yeah.
And you may just instinctively kind of back off a little bit because you don't want to be the one to beat them. You want them to be able to get it and have it without, necessarily just giving it to them. So I think that might have come into play.
I just want to say those two men, Tyler and Horacio, are like, I love them. I just love both of them. You could see Horacio smiling when he saw that she was on her way to win. Kylan was like, I didn't want to lose to any other people. If I had to lose, it was going to be these people. They were the great.
It makes it hurt a little bit less.
Yeah. I just love them. I love both of them.
So Nerys comes back to the house all by her lonesome. And I can't wait to see her cuss everyone out next week.
It's gonna be spicy.
I suspect Olivia and Jay will be at the front of her firing line because she's going pop, pop, pop.
As well they should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't blame her. And I'm sure, I can only imagine how she feels going back into the house without two people that she absolutely trusted. She's basically no one. The people that were there that she thought she would have had just fucking stabbed her in the back and the front and the sides.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's like, now I got to look at their fucking faces for how this is how villain origin stories begin, everybody.
And what we know going forward, again, we're not going to give spoilers, so you might cut this out. I don't know. We know she goes back into the sand or whatever you want to call it again. So they're obviously putting her, nobody's choosing her again, you know? Oh, look at Suki. Oh,
Her and Olivia are definitely going to be at the bottom of the totem pole. That's for sure. Because they both have
oh
nobody.
yeah.
All they had was each other, and now both their boys are
Oh,
gone.
they don't have each other.
Mhm.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about her getting attacked by her dog.
Hold on, I'm being attacked by my dog, but not like actually attacked.
No, it's cute. She loves you.
She just like came running up to me
I
and
was
went,
so
"Boop."
happy when you got her.
I know, isn't she cute? Is she so sweet? You want to say hi to everybody? No, I'm shy.
Aw.
Anyway, so I'm excited for next week. I can't wait to see it. There's probably what, like 3 more episodes left, 4? And
Can't
then
be
the
that
reunion?
many, yeah.
'Cause how many
be
run the
7.
final? Because now we're down to
Isn't
10.
there 5? 5 that were in the final, right?
5.
Was
So
it
we
5?
so we got to get
think
rid of
there's
5
5.
more people.
Well, we know who the top 3 are. We won't tell, obviously. And then I don't
Yeah,
know
5.
who was 4 and 5. Yeah, it was 4 and 5. Yeah.
That's 5. That's 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. You think it's going to be the exile eliminations again for the next, or just like one, maybe next time it'll be,
I think
don't
next
know.
time it's the exile. It's the same kind of deal.
with just 3 and then only one can
Mhm.
come back. And then, oh, and
Yeah.
they might purge someone at the end of a challenge.
Oh no, because there's purging. Remember near the final.
Mm.
Yeah, that's true.
So if
Oh, so
they,
there's more than 5 then, because they got 2 people got purged in the final.
Oh, yeah.
so maybe whoever makes it through this next episode is going to the final, and then the final will be broken up in 2 episodes and then the reunion. Because if they
Ooh.
do,
Dude, the reunion's gonna be so good.
if they do the loser of the daily automatically goes home, that would drop the cast down to 9. And then if 2 out of the 3 exile people go home, that drops it down to 7. And then 2 more right
That
before the final.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
We're
That
16,
reunion is gonna
16
be
episodes
purged.
in,
We're
and there's
16
9
episodes.
people left.
We're 16 episodes in and there's 10 people left. Because we got rid of 3 this episode. That is how the rest of us feel. Oh, really? We have to do
At least
this?
something interesting happened this episode, though.
It only took
Yes.
them 3 months.
To show it, finally.
No, 4 months. 16
Hey.
episodes.
We're just gearing up for 40 and All Stars.
Oh, can't
I
wait for
saw-
All Stars.
I saw that someone was like that they should have did it like backwards, like Conquest first.
Yes.
Mm.
You know
And-
what? Corey Lay
Yeah.
actually said they should have done Conquest first. He
Okay.
said as a cast member, it would have been fucking awful.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
But as
that's
a
right.
viewer, it would have been fantastic.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
right.
I think the champ should have been saved for the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
And it shouldn't have been so many of them.
Yeah, I
It's
agree
10.
with that too.
And
10. We should have had maybe 6.
Yeah.
Because that's why we're at episode 16 and we're having to purge 4 fucking people an episode. So this doesn't turn into a 40 episode season. It doesn't turn into Big Brother.
Uh-oh.
But yes,
producers
I
are
think
like scrambling now. It's like, let's just play musical chairs. Whoever's first is gone.
it's like a dart game. You just put all their pictures up on the dartboards and just blindfold and just see where it lands. Oh, guess they're going home. Cool. And I think we are supposed to get the trailer for All Stars 4 at the reunion. Thank God. It has been over a year since they
Yeah,
fucking.
it's ridiculous.
This is insane.
Ridiculous.
Insane. So we can't wait. We're so excited. We'll definitely be recapping all of those episodes because they only give us 10
Cam's
of
already
those.
has 2 more kids since.
Yeah, Cam's had another kid. Jenna's had 2. Like,
Like,
Like, people have gotten married and divorced.
It's true.
It's so true. So true. Well, thank you everybody for listening. If you don't know where to follow us already, on Facebook, our group is The Challenge Unbothered. We are a spoilers group. So don't
Yes,
join it and then
we
cry
are.
that we spoil something.
'Cause we'll
Sorry.
boot you.
We have non-challenge groups like Entertainment Unbothered, where we talk about everything else, such as Traders, Big Brother, Survivor, RuPaul's Drag Race, and anything else in social media, pop culture land you could possibly think of. We also have Cooking Unbothered, if you like to cook, Animal Memes Unbothered, if you like to laugh at animal videos and pictures. On YouTube, we are the Unbothered Podcast, and you can find us on Apple and Spotify. Until next time, bye everybody.
Bye.
Toodles.